What is up, guys? Welcome everyone to a new golf making video. So this one is going to be about two items that we can buy and use to make golf. Now the first one, we are going to sell it as the majority of items through the auction house, and then we do have a second item that's quite special because we won't actually sell it on the auction house, but we will make good golf with it. So I'll show you. So the first one that we are after, the one that we will sell here in the auction house, is called the Nightmare Whelpling. So this is a pet. Most of these whelplings have outdated visuals because they are old content, but this one is kind of recent enough to have such a cool look, right? And this is a quite unique pet because, as you can see, these sort of little black things that he has around, right? And no other pet has it, like no other whelpling. So quite a special, unique pet. You can see in my auction house is going for about 100k, but I have seen it in many others going for about 150 to 200k, right? So as usual, my advice is to focus on auction houses, on realms that are basically about myth populations, so not too big, not too small. Because if they are too small, you are basically not gonna get any sales, and if they are too big, there's way too much people competing for those items, and usually they drop way too much in price, right? So the region sale average for this item, it's really good. It's about 30k, which is what you can expect if you are on a high population realm, like that type of price. And the region sale rate is 0.015, which is quite decent for an old content item, right? So overall, pretty good item. It really takes a while to drop. You are expected to try this many times in order to get this item, but think about it that once you get a sale on this type of item, you are doing about easily, 100k, 150k, and then it pays off, right? Like the gold per hour actually gets really good. So yeah, but not only we are just after mainly this item, we are also about another item that, as I said, we are not gonna sell it on the auction house, and I just have it equipped right now, right? So this item is this one, the Unstable Horror Slime, which is a trinket that, as you can see if you read it on the equip, it says range attacks and spells have a chance to summon a volatile figure, which creeps towards the target and explodes on contacts. So what does this really mean? Well, this means that basically your range spells are gonna have a chance, okay? The chance is about 10%, so not that great, but not too bad either, okay? So basically what that's gonna do is AoE damage on your spells, and that's really crazy when you are farming all content hyper spawns type of farms. That's absolutely amazing because think about it, when you are farming as a druid, what you usually do is you use the moonfire, right? To kill enemies on the distance. But just imagine that maybe instead of one enemy in the distance, there's like 2, 3, or maybe 4 together, or maybe 5, right? So you will hit a moonfire and the AoE damage will kill all of them, which is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely super time efficient, and also it allows you to not run out of energy so fast because the moonfire takes about on the cat form takes about 30 energy, and as you can see, the druid has about 100 energy. We can have a bit more energy with some talents, but still, right? Like you're eventually gonna run out of it. So this trinket will massively help you with this type of farm, and overall you can expect just by having this trinket equipped, basically doing about a 5% to 10% increase in like in the gold per hour, right, on any of those hyper spawn farms. And then especially it's even better if you are farming with some other people, and those people, you basically tell them this trick or you just show them this video, right, and then you get them wiped with this item as well, and then it gets really good, right? So yeah, this trinket, the good thing is that the drop rate is overall way higher than the Nightmare Whelpling. So even if you don't get the Whelpling, you still get this item after some attempts. Absolutely amazing, because this item I personally will keep it just forever, and I'll explain why in detail. Because if you read the note, right, it says it deals about 1200k damage, right? And you're probably thinking it might not be enough, right? Like it might not be enough if you're farming all content mobs, because some of those have, like, even if they are all content, they do have like higher HP, right? Maybe they have 5k HP, 10k HP, but because of how the rescaling of the level works, like of the levels work in in World of Warcraft, basically as soon as you are about 10 levels ahead of the enemy, you are basically gonna multiply your damage by 10, 20, 30, really high damage, and this 1k is gonna turn into basically an amount of damage that is just gonna one-shot the enemy mob, which is absolutely amazing, right? It's not just some AoE damage that you do on enemies. No, it's just instant one-shot if you are farming all content, which is the cool thing about it, right? So yeah, very few people know about this trinket. It's a really good trick, because these days, as you probably know as well, there's many items that do give speed, so those are really good for farming. But this trinket, it's actually better on average. For as I said, for hyper spawn farms, it's absolutely way better than any other trinket that just gives you speed, right? So really good stuff. Really good. We're gonna get into the wraith now. What happens with raids is that you cannot repeat them many times, okay? They do have a limit, a weekly limit, which resets a certain day of the week. In the NA region it's Tuesday. And basically how it works is that you can do the raid in 3 different difficulties, so you can do it in normal, heroic and mythic, and that way you can at least do it 3 times, right? Because you cannot really repeat it unless they just reset it, right, on the weekly reset. Like, yeah, there's no other way. Well, you could potentially basically take another character here and you can also run it with that, so that's also an option. But yeah, so anyway, let's just do it. Reset instances. I always like to do these reset instances, even though I don't think it actually works for the raids, but I kind of I just do it by default, right? Oh, I think I took this one already. I think the one I didn't took is on mythic. So yeah, basically you can do this on any character that's about level 70. So as of now, you wouldn't really need the expansion, right? You wouldn't really need the War Within expansion. However, I'll highly recommend you to take it because you don't really one-shot the mobs, right? You don't really one-shot them. You actually are close to one-shotting them if you are at level 70. Like you kill them like really fast, like maybe 3 AoE spells or something like that, right? But yeah. So as you can see, for example, I'm just level 71. I do have the expansion and just like 1 level ahead. I got a bit of gear. I was just leveling this character. It doesn't have any special gear. And as you can see, I'm just killing them on 2 spells, right? So I mean, pretty good. So we basically only need to kill 2 of these bosses. This like undead dragon, and then also another dragon, which is the next boss that we'll have to kill. And that one is the one that can give us these 2 items, right? Just that boss alone is the one that can give us the 2 items. Now about this wraith, few things to comment. So first of all, this expansion, like this wraith is from Legion. That means it's old content, but not super old. So you do get some raw gold when you kill the bosses from the items that you can just sell on the vendor. Not too much, but still it's a little bit. And then if you bother to kill the mobs that you find on the way, sometimes you'll find some transmogs that you can sell, right? But most of those are quite irrelevant, to be honest. So I'll just focus on these 2 items, and I'll just focus on getting to that boss, right? So I usually don't even farm this. Like I just run around them. They're gonna hit you and all that, but like they won't really hurt you. If you are just level 70, you just, even without the expansion, like they won't really hurt you. Even if you are even if you get multiple bosses hitting you, which you will at some point, because when we are about to farm the next boss, you'll see that it's not really just 1 boss, right? It's actually about 3 of them. It's like 3 dragons that we have to kill. Yeah. So as you can see, we have 2 alkaloids. So this farm, it's really needed to have a druid with the cat form, and I will also highly recommend you to do to buy some items that give you speed on the auction house, because that way you're gonna do it way better gold per hour, right? I don't have any of that right now, but I'm just leveling this character, so yeah. So when we get here, when we get to this guy, the Malfurion, you'll see that there are like a few portals to the sides. There is one there, there is also one there, and there is one there, and there is one there, right? So we'll have to go through this one, the one that is basically like in front of us. Sometimes if it doesn't teleport you straight away when you get close, all you need to do is just kill the mobs around you, because sometimes they don't let you teleport when there's like a few mobs around you, right? So the dragon we have to kill is that one, is Sondre, but as you can see there are like a few of them, so basically you just go there, do your AoE damage, and that's it. And you know, if there's anyone else close, you will just kill it either way, right? So no big deal. As you can see, I'm tanking like multiple bosses right now. I'm not taking any damage. Like, just don't fear. And that's it, right? Quite easy. Let's loot it. There we have some items that we can sell on the vendor. A bit of raw gold, and I already got it. So as you can see, the drop rate is pretty decent, right? The drop rate for this item is about 10%, which, to be honest, like if you just get this item over a few attempts, like that's it. Like you are already getting good gold out of this. Then if you get the pet, it's an absolute plus, right? And you can consider also probably to stop stop doing this farm in case you already got this item, because to be honest, I could consider this item more valuable than the pets, right? Because the pet is really good, like in terms of how it's selling on the auction house, right? But the drop rate is way worse than the one for this trinket, for the unstable horror slime, right? So yeah, that's it pretty much. By the way, it drops on any of the difficulties, so it's not like you have to do this on a specific difficulty. You can do it on both the three, and the item is gonna have the passive and all that, right? So yeah, then all you will have to do is just you just run out of the raid, and then you'll just change difficulties. On the raid difficulty here, you will just, usually start on normal, because you'll just do it faster on normal, because the mobs are easier to kill, then heroic, and then mythic, right? And that's it pretty much. That's it pretty much. One of my favorite farms to equip any alts that you're gonna use for old content hyper spawn farms. Not many people know about this. There are a few similar items that you can get that are close to this one, but this one is one of the easiest ones and fastest ones to get, right? So yeah, that's all for the video. So I hope you found this video useful. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider dropping a like and also subscribing for more content. So that's all. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.